Hey guys, it's John from the BusyCast. I am joined by Dave. We are going to be playing Necrons versus Iron Hands with a sort of Deathwatch painted army. More about that in a minute. But jumping over to the critical mission information. Hey guys, so this is my 1850 Necron army. It's part of the Necron Decurion, which gives some benefits, mainly getting reanimation protocols on a 4+. To make up this Decurion, we have a Reclamation Legion, and then heading that up is a Overlord on a Catacomb Command Barge. He has the Nightmare Shroud, a War Scythe, and the Phase Shifter, which gives him a 2+ armor save, 4+ invulnerable save, and the War Scythe means he can kill vehicles easily. We have 5 Immortals. Then we have 3 squads of 3 Tomb Blades. They all have Nebula Scopes and Shield Veins for giving them a 3+ armor save and ignores cover. Then we have 2 squads of 10 Necron Warriors, and we have 2 Night Sides as dedicated transports for those guys. Next up, we move into the formations. We have a Canoptic Harvest. The Canoptic Harvest is a formation that allows the Spider in the formation to give the rest of the models special rules. It can give them Shred, it can give them Fleet, and it can also give them reanimation protocols. For the most part, you just give them reanimation protocols every turn because it makes them super resilient. So in that formation, we have a Spider, 3 Scarab bases, although the Spider can birth more, and then we have 6 Canoptic Wraiths, and each Wraith has a Whip Coil to increase its initiative. Finally, the last formation, we have a Judicator Battalion, and that is formed of a Treyarch Stalker with a Heat Ray, which is basically a melter gun, and then 2 squads of 6 Treyarch Praetorians with Rod of Covenant, which is a 12-inch Strength 5 AP2 and Strength 5 AP2 in close combat. And that is my list.
Okay, so this is an Iron Hands Chapter Tactics army. It's run this way based upon an old Deathwatch army I used to run using Space Marine rules. So it's 2 formations mainly. One formation is the First Company Task Force. This is made up of 6 different units. I'll talk through them now. You've got a unit of Stern Guard veterans with 1 plasma and 4 combi plasma. The sergeant in that unit's got a chainsword as well. They're accompanied by one of the librarians. We'll come back to him in a second. The second unit of Stern Guard are running a melter and 4 combi melter. The sergeant in that unit has a power sword, and they're in the drop pod. They've got a librarian as well. And then you've got a unit of Thunderhammer Storm Shield Terminators, 5 of them, and a unit of Lightning Claw Terminators, Assault Terminators. There is also a librarian in Terminator armor as part of the Conclave. We've got 2 units of, or one unit of 10 Assault Marines, all with bolt pistol chainsword. One of them has a flamer, and the sergeant has a power sword and plasma pistol. Back to the Librarian Conclave, there are 5 librarians, 3 of them in power armor. One of them has a power axe and a combi flamer. One of them has a force stave and bolt pistol. And the other one has the plasma pistol and force sword. And then there is a librarian on a bike. He has a force sword and bolt pistol. And the librarian in Terminator armor has a force axe and storm shield. Both those formations are accompanied by 2 separate assassins, one Calidus and one Eversaw, and there's a Rhino for the first Stern Guard unit as well.
Hey guys, so here we are with Necrons versus Iron Hands. Now you'll see Dave has walked through his army list, and it is all painted as Deathwatch. So the reason it's painted as Deathwatch is Dave did this army before the Deathwatch army codex came out, and they're very nice models. However, we don't have enough to do a full Deathwatch battle report yet, so we're using Space Marine rules, and there will be a Deathwatch battle rep coming soon. We'll get Dave back on the channel, and we'll have that soon, so you've got that to look forward to. However, deployment. So we are playing the Maelstrom mission, whereby you get 3 cards a turn. You cannot discard secure objective X cards, and you can secure your opponent's secure objective X cards. We are playing Dawn of War. Dave actually won the roll-off to see who goes first, and he gave me first turn. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I don't know how great I feel about that. So I've deployed first. I haven't played my Necrons in quite a while, so I wasn't really sure what to do because I'm so used to playing Ravenwing. That's what I've played over the last few months, and with Ravenwing the deployment's always the same regardless of first or second pretty much. So in terms of my deployment, I put the Wraiths and the Canoptic Harvest right in the middle so that they can, after Dave deployed, they would be in a position to get to pretty much anything on the board. And everything else is kind of symmetrical on either side, again, so that I can sort of grab objectives. I got things everywhere so that I can go and grab objectives if I need to. In terms of our objectives as well, we have objective 3 just here, objective 6 is just here. We've got a nice spread of objectives actually. Objective 5 is there, objective 1 there, 2 just there, and I believe that leaves, is it 3 is just behind that building, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
3 is just behind there, so I think I'm already set on that one. So yeah, that's it in terms of Necron deployment. Now, Dave, in terms of your deployment, what have we got?
We've got an assault squad tucked in here behind the containers.
Yeah.
Just down there's a rhino with the plasma stern guard in it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a librarian on his own in a bike just behind the rhino. And then a bit further down we've got another assault squad tucked behind a container. And then the grey container over by objective 2 has an Eversaw assassin hiding behind it.
Yeah.
And then the final thing deployed is my Calidus assassin, 1 inch from your warlord.
Yeah.
And she's just she's hoping to seize the initiative, to be fair, John.
Yeah, so that assassin can infiltrate within 1 inch. Additionally, it gives you a re-roll to your seize rolls.
Yes, she does.
And in reserves for the Iron Hands army, we have 1 drop pod coming in turn 1, and that is a Stern Guard squad with melters and combi melters, and then the rest, which is the Terminators, will have to roll for. And yeah, we'll just go with that. Additionally, we are sponsored by Wargames. You would have seen their logo. Wargames are a online store. You can buy models cheaper than GW. So check them out. And make sure you subscribe, like, comment onto this video because it helps out a lot. Cheers. It's a seize the initiative time. John hopes that Dave does not do this. Dave hopes he does.
Dave does hope he does, and Dave gets a reroll.
He
so
does get a
let's see
reroll.
what happens.
I don't want to see this. Go for it, mate.
No,
It's 3. It's 3.
no. Let's.
But it's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
Get to reroll
There's still the
that.
tension of the second roll, John.
Here we go. Here we go. Please don't get it.
It's a 5.
Oh, I'm safe. I'm safe, aren't I?
You're safe. You're
Thank
safe.
God. Right. So that assassin is going to die. So we'll get over to Necron turn 1. We are on Necron turn 1. And thanks to my Warlord trait, on the first turn I get to draw an extra card. So my cards are as follows: Blood and Guts, Domination, Behind Enemy Lines, Age of the Machine. Domination is a very good card. It's D3 plus 3 victory points if you control every objective marker on the table at the end of your turn. Now I do control every objective, but I've had to make quite a sacrifice, so we'll just show you that now. So here's my movement. Now, as you saw a second ago, I've got Domination, so I've had to change my game plan a little bit, although I didn't really have a game plan. I've been playing Ravenwing for the past few months, so I'm so used to just doing the same thing every time now that I've got a different army, and I just don't know what I'm doing. I feel really out of sorts. So what I've done, I've sacrificed 3 squads of Tomb Blades, which is a bold move to get Domination. Every squad of Tomb Blades, we've already done Turbo Boost. We're fine doing that at 1 hit, just because it makes life a bit easier. So these Tomb Blades have moved to get that objective there. Praetorians have moved forward because there's going to be some carnage over here. There's Assault Marines over there, so they're easily going to chew through those Tomb Blades. And then these Praetorians will be able to wipe them up after that's happened. Scarabs, we had 1 additional berth. Obviously, the Canoptic Harvest has reanimation protocols, but they've moved to get objective 3. Warlord has moved forward 12, and he has objective 5 just there. Now, as we saw, the assassin is down here. On her first turn, I can only hit her with 6s in both combat and shooting. So I've got an obscene amount of stuff trying to hit her. My Treyarch Stalker will be nominating her at the start of the shooting phase as the target for the Adjudicator Battalion, which means I get to reroll to hit and to wound against her, which will help a little bit. And if we need to, we get into combat with her, that's fine, because I do have Blood and Guts as a card, but I won't take the risk. I would prefer to try and shoot her a little bit as well. So everything around there has just moved to shoot at her, and then we have Tomb Blades here moving up to get 2, and more Tomb Blades moving and turbo boosting to get 1. The downside, again, to moving these Tomb Blades over here is we have an Assassin there who will easily chew through one squad, and we have an Assault squad there who will fairly easily chew through that squad. Reanimation protocols and the 3+ save is obviously very helpful. Maybe they can tie him up for a turn or two, but I essentially have sacrificed quite a bit to get those objectives. But we'll see how the dice roll, because you never know. These Immortals are in rapid fire range of the Assassin just down here, so they are rolling to hit. They are hitting on 6s, one outside re-roll. So we're only counting ones inside the tray as we normally do. We have 3 hits. These are strength 5, I believe, Gorse Blasters. Your toughness is 4,
yep,
so we're winning on 3s. 1 wound, 1 4+ invulnerable save. Fail, she's down to 2 wounds. We are now on the Praetorians, who are going to be shooting. It's 6 shots, 1 shot each. They are re-rolling because of this Stalker nominating her as the target for that formation. So 6s, but re-rolling all the misses. Oh, quite nice there. Strength is 5, so again, wounding on 3s. And I get to re-roll 4 wounds, 4+ invulnerable saves, Dave.
This is the end.
Do you reckon?
Yeah,
it is actually
already.
quite good going,
50-50.
She's gone! She's gone! That's it, first blood straight away. She is down. I'm happy I've picked up first blood. That's quite a nice little point there. And the fact that she's gone means I can use those rates for other things. That's right, that will cost you £5, so that is a nominal fee. So it means I can do other stuff with the rest of my army. So I'm going to do a few run moves and stuff like that. In terms of shooting, that's pretty much it, actually. The only thing I have left, actually, the Warlord here is just within 24 inches. Where is he? Can you double check the range? I think he is, just. He can only see 1 model in that squad. In?
Yeah, in just of the guy you see.
I can only kill 1 model. It's only 2 shots, but it's strength 5, AP 3, so 2 shots. I need to check his ballistic skill. I think it's still only 4, so hitting on 3s. Both hit anyway, it's fine. And then we're wounding on 3s. No wounds, both 2s. You're all good. So I'll do some run moves and then we'll summarise those. And for run moves, the Praetorians here have moved 2 inches. The Wraiths, who I was saving for assault if I needed them, have now moved, I think they moved about 5 inches that way. They've got quite a big move, so I'm moving them more towards the centre of the board. And the Stalker rolled a 5 or a 6 on its run, because it's a walker, and it's just moved over that bit a little bit. The Spider moved a tiny bit, but like an inch. So that's basically it for all my movement. I have got First Blood, which is awesome, and I've also got Domination, which is incredible turn 1. What an awesome card. However, I need to roll my D3, so it's 3 plus D3. We need high. Oh, he's done it! Oh, he's done it! He's done it. So that is 6 VPs from 1 card. Dave, that puts me quite far ahead.
It's going to be pretty hard to recover.
It is.
Pretty hard.
It is. I'm pretty stoked with that, I'll be honest. So I'm going to be securing Domination. Now I've got Blood and Guts, Behind Enemy Lines, and Age of the Machine. I'm going to keep, I reckon, all 3. You've got your Warlord trait allows you to make me discard 1 card.
1 card, yeah.
Behind Enemy Lines, yeah, they're all achievable, so I'm going to keep all 3 for now. That is the end of Necron turn 1. We'll have a drop pod coming in with loads of melter. So on to Iron Hands turn 1. We have a drop pod incoming. If you've watched the last bat report, which you should have done, Farsight Enclaves versus Ultramarines, it's a very good bat rep. I didn't record this because usually we don't record stuff outside of these phases. We do record, but usually it goes wrong. So Dave, please make this go wrong, because you know.
Melter Stern Guard.
Obviously, he can't get a mishap.
Oh, it has gone 11 inches back.
See, and this is why. And this is why we record this stuff.
Well, it's still on.
He's still on,
but he's not where he needs to be to do.
Not at all, no. So that's
there we go.
drop pod is filled with Stern Guard with Melter and Combi Melter. His aim was obviously to get the Warlord. With that scatter,
it's going to be tough. He won't be in Melter range.
No, he won't. No. Iron Hands, turn 1, we have Scour the Skies, Psychological Warfare, and Overwhelming Firepower. Dave, movement for turn 1. We've obviously seen the drop pod already, but let's talk through the rest of your movement. What's happened, dude?
The assault squad that were hiding behind the grey and red containers have just come forward. Just normal move, 6 inches, just so they can see the tomb blades, so they prepared for their charge after a little bit of shooting. The rhino that was tucked in behind the bastion has just moved out. It's moved out all the way. It won't be shooting. Where the squad have deployed from the drop pod, they've deployed slightly behind that barrier, just really to get the librarian within range of the warlord. Their melters won't be in range this turn, so that won't be having any effect. The other assault squad have used their jump packs to move up onto the landing pad and face off against those tomb blades. They didn't fail any dangerous terrain tests, so they're good there. And the Officio Assassin, he moved over the container to within a couple of inches of the other tomb blades. So the idea is going to be a triple charge scenario.
Sweet. So we are on the psychic phase. We rolled for Winds of the Warp and got 1 dice. So Dave, psychic powers, what we rolling, man?
Well, with my 11 dice and 1 librarian that's out of a vehicle. Actually, look, there's another on the bike, but the one that's out of the vehicle here, and there's 2 in this vehicle. Because there's 2 in the vehicle, I'm not going to use Empiric Channeling. If guys, you know any different, let me know if that benefits. But in this case, we're not going to do it. So that librarian's going to try and cast Invisibility on his unit, and he's going to use 7 of his dice.
Whoa, okay.
11. So let's see if he can get a perils.
Go for it, man. Yeah.
There is a perils there.
Get a perils.
And actually,
it's only off on 2.
I don't even know that's cast.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Invisibility is a 2. Is it 2 cost?
Yeah, it's warp charge 2. Yeah.
So it goes off with 2, but a perils.
But a perils.
I can't believe that, man. All right, but now we have to roll on the perils table.
We do.
So you do have. I guess that was on his squad, right?
That's on his squad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's roll 1 dice before I go and cast any more powers. See what happens.
2. I don't know what 2 is. We'll look that up. That 2 means he loses a wound and he loses a psychic power. So we're just going to figure out which psychic powers he's had. We've got them all written down, and then we're going to randomly determine which one is lost. Yeah?
Yep.
So what we got, Dave?
So he's got 4 psychic shriek, mental fortitude, and invisibility.
Yeah.
So we go 1 to 4 in that order.
Yes.
And if we get 5 or 6, we'll just re-roll it just for ease.
Okay.
So he loses 5. We'll
re-roll.
re-roll. Got another dice. 4. He loses invisibility.
Oh no! So he's got it this turn.
He's got it this turn
because it's gone off.
Yeah.
But he no longer has
He's
invis.
taken a wound and he doesn't have invisibility anymore.
Cool. What's up next?
That's it. We're going to stop there because otherwise I'll kill that psyker.
All right, fair enough. Shooting phase then. What have we got in terms of shooting?
Okay, shooting phase. Those guys aren't going to be in range, so we're just going to start up here. We'll start with the flamer against the tomb blades.
Yep. I tried to spread them, but I imagine you're still going to be able to hit all 3. Just have a little check.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
3.
I thought you might.
There.
So we have 3 hits. That's strength 4.
It is indeed.
So rolling to wound on 5s because I'm toughness 5. We have no wounds.
No wounds. So we'll do the bulk pistols as well.
Yep. We have
4 bulk
of those
pistols
shots.
coming in.
Hitting on 3s. All hit.
All
nice.
hit.
And wounding on 5s again because toughness 5, strength 4. We have 1 wound. I get a 3+.
Yep.
Followed by a 4+ reanimation protocol save. So the 3+ first of all doesn't pass, and 4+ reanimation. Oh, it's out. So re-roll.
Oh, it's a 1 as well, John.
It was a 1.
Oh.
It's a 1 again. Love the ones. So yeah, 1 tomb blade dice. Over here, assassin is shooting at these tomb blades. He's using his poison weapon profile. Yep. So rolling to hit.
So 4 shots from the needle pistol, hit on 2s.
Yep.
That re-rolls to a 4.
Cool.
No, so 3 hits.
And 4s to wound, yes?
Yep.
Cool. So we have 2 wounds. 2 3+ armor. 1 4+ feel no, not feel no pain, reanimation. So another tomb blade, but from a different squad, is dead. These guys here, the assault marines there, are shooting at those tomb blades. We have a plasma pistol and 4 bolt pistols rolling to hit.
So plasma pistol first.
Yeah, hit on 3s, but it gets hot.
Hits, doesn't get hot.
Wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 2s.
It's a wound. I just get a reanimation, which I pass. And now the bolt pistol.
It'll only be 3 bolt pistols because the other one's behind the container, so you can't see.
Rolling to hit
3 on
3s.
3s.
2 hits, wounding on 5s. 2 wounds, nice. Again, 3s, armor save, passing both. What's up next? Is that it for shooting?
Let's have a little look for range. I think that we might have fired a storm bolter at something a bit more tasty. Let's see if we're in range of the wraith there.
Stormbolter from this drop pod, just in range of the Wraith, so it's firing at them. 2 shots, we're going to hit on 3s.
2 hits.
2 hits, wounding again on 5s. 1 wound, 1 3+ invulnerable save, passes. That is the end of the shooting phase. However, we have got leadership tests. So first of all, the Tomb Blades next to the Assassin just there. Tomb Blades leadership is 10, so it passes. And then the Tomb Blades, I secretly want these to fail, by the way. The Tomb Blades up here, we're on to see if they fall back. No, also fine. Assault phase. What are you declaring, Dave?
Well, that assault squad, actually we'll start with the Assassin, is further around. The Assassin's going to charge the 2 Tomb Blades in front of him.
Cool, I still get Overwatch, correct?
You do indeed.
Gorse Blasters, Twin Link, hitting on 6s. And because of Twin Link, we roll again. 3 hits. Strength 5, what's your toughness?
4, so 3's to wound.
Oh, it's alright actually. 3's to wound. Just the 1 wound.
4 up invuln.
Yep.
It
Yes,
makes it.
passes. See if he's in with 3 dice. Please roll 3 ones.
Yeah,
3
3
ones would be hilarious.
Yeah, he's well in.
Obviously in. And then I'm guessing you're also doing this squad over here.
Yeah, let's just move him in.
Sweet, so I'm going to do Overwatch over there as well. So Overwatch on that other squad, again 6s. And we re-roll because they are twin linked. We just have the 1 hit and we are wounding on 3s. 1 wound, 1 3+ armor save.
Here it comes.
Passing. See if they're in. Again,
So
I need you to roll 2 1s.
No worries, they use their jump hacks to get up there, so standard charge. 6 inches is going to do it.
Obviously.
About 4 away.
Cool. We will resolve those combats off camera and then we'll just summarise them. Oh, sorry, of course, yes. Also this one over here, so I'll have to do my Overwatch. So the Overwatch for just here. Again, hitting on 6s. And we are twin linked, so I get to reroll all those. Twin linked. 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound, 1 3+ save.
Makes it.
Passes. See if they're in. Yep.
Yeah, and they're using their jump hacks.
Yes, they could be wrong anyway. In our assaults then, the Assassin obviously killed the 2 Tomb Blades. Up here, no wounds either side. Tomb Blades are absolutely fine.
Shocking.
As are the Assault Marines. Over here, we only had... Were there 3 over here?
There were 3, yeah.
There were 3, yeah. So I survived a bit of an onslaught, but then the guy with the power sword, unfortunately I don't get my 3 up, did get my reanimation, but I failed them. So that squad is gone. They only got 1 inch for consolidation, sorry. So next turn, the Praetorians will be seeking revenge. Also, Librarian over here has It Will Not Die, rolled, got a 5, therefore has recovered the wound he previously lost. That is the end of the turn. We'll take a quick look at the objectives. Did you get any? Unfortunately, no objectives for the Iron Hands this turn, so we'll get over to Necron turn 2.
I'll discard Scour the Skies.
Cool, and we're discarding Scout the Skies. Okay, Dave, basically, no, you don't get to have it yet, no. So, one of Dave's Warlord traits is he gets to make me randomly discard a card once a game, and he knows that I can achieve these, so I guess he's trying to make me discard them. So, take your pick, you get to choose.
Let's go for the middle one, because I couldn't see that when you were fanning them out.
Could you?
No, I couldn't see the middle one. So,
Blood and Guts, way! There
that's
it is.
actually the one I wanted. So
Yeah, it is. So, Blood and Guts is gone. I would have gotten that by assaulting them, so that would have been extra VP. We'll get over to Necron turn 2. Necron turn 2, we have Secure Objective 3, Age of the Machine, and Behind Enemy Lines. So, for my movement, we have kept the Scarabs. Obviously, another base has been birthed by the Spider. She did not have a period. So, we have Objective 3 there being held by the Scarabs. Spider and the Wraiths have moved up. I need to start getting them involved. They're heading over to the Iron Hand side of the board to put down some hurt. The Trout Praetorians here have moved up to get in range of these dudes here. Immortals just up top of the building have just moved. They're going to stay there the whole game pretty much, but they have a bead on the Assassin down there. Treyarch Stalker used move through cover to move out a little bit. He has line of sight all the way down to them so he can see that squad there. But he is going to be shooting at the squad in front. That comes into play for formation rules. Praetorians just here are back up to shoot at the Assassin if these dudes and he can't do anything. Warlord, who was previously by this little bunker, we've done this again all in one move. He's moved and turbo boosted all the way into the corner. It's 36 inch because he is a skimmer. So 12-inch move, 24-inch turbo boost, or actually I think it's 18. I think I need to move him back 6.
I think it might even be 12, unless he's got a separate rule.
I'll double check. So I think I moved him too far. I'm going to move him back in a sec. Or just closer, so he doesn't move all that distance. Other than that, that's it. I'll give you a brief rundown of why I've done this stuff. Objective 3 I've got to keep, and I need behind enemy lines. I also got destroy a vehicle, so I could use the Warlord and get him in here to destroy one of those vehicles, but with the amount of melter there, and there's plasma in there, the kickback would be pretty devastating, so by putting him all the way over there, it allows him to get me an objective. Obviously we will move him to make sure he hasn't moved too far, which I think he has.
Past skimmers move 18.
18, so I need to move him back 6 inches, I'll do that now. Other than that, we'll get over to shooting. Start my shooting phase. The Tryout Stalker needs to nominate a model in line of sight. There's nothing written about range or anything, so you can see through some models in this squad. So this squad is a nominated squad for the formation for re-rolling to hit and to wound. Additionally, with the Canoptic Harvest, someone always comments about if the Wraiths move outside 12, they don't get reanimation protocols anymore. You do, because it affects until the start of their next movement phase, so it doesn't matter. That's part of the FAQ. I'm actually going to put the FAQ on screen because regardless of me saying this, people always question it. I'm also going to be putting up a picture of a bunny and of some flowers just to make the whole thing a little bit more enjoyable.
And bunnies are cute.
Bunnies are cute. Bitches love bunnies. So, Immortals, only 2 of them can see firing at the Assassin. They are hitting on 3s. They are not within 6 inches of the Tryout Stalker to give them +1 ballistic skill. Both hit. Your toughness is 4 still,
It's
right?
4 indeed.
So hit, they're winning on 3s, no wounds.
Oh.
Stalker, 2 shots onto the Assassin. These are melter shots. So, hitting on 3s. Oh, actually, does it affect himself? Let's say no. Hitting on 3s, 1 hits.
It's enough to kill him.
Yeah, 2s. Yep, 4+ invulnerable
4
save.
invulnerable, he dies. No, he's dead.
He's dead. Very cool, didn't know this. The Assassin explodes when he dies. So D6-inch explosion.
So bio meltdown is 1 inch,
just
so
one.
it's going to affect no
Gets
one.
nothing. It does mean I'm going to be running the Praetorians because they were going to do a bit of shooting, but they don't need to, so they will run. Additionally, you'll see I've moved the Warlord back 6 inches so that he's done his proper movement instead of 24. We shall get into some more shooting. So over here, the Tryout Praetorians shooting at the Assault Marines. They get to reroll to hit and to wound as a result of the Tryout Stalker nominating them as the target. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling the misses. Need 1 more, yeah. 2s to kill, basically, with a re-roll. I think the squad's gone. Cool. Yeah, squad is dead. 5. Do you get feel no pain?
Yes.
You got feel no pain?
Yeah,
So
everyone's got 6 up feel no
6
pain.
up feel no pain. So you've got 5, so you need to make, well, at least 1.
4
to keep
would
the
be
squad.
good.
I mean, yeah, 4 would be brilliant. 5.
So
If you can do 5.
So it's 6 wounds, was it?
Sorry, 5 wounds, which is
5.
literally enough.
5
So you need to make all, well, at least
So
1.
Let's just say a single 6.
Yeah,
There's a single
so
6.
1 survives.
Sergeant
Which
survived.
is the Sarge with the power sword, who will be striking at high initiative. God damn you. That's fine. So that's it for my shooting. That's quite straightforward. I'll do some run moves. I'll summarise the run moves. I just wanted to let you guys know, you'll realise that the night sides haven't come on. I failed my reserve rolls for both night sides, so hopefully they'll come in next turn. I've done my run moves, a little bit of movement for the Scarabs. I want to keep them forward, but they still need to hold objective 3. Spiders also move forward, as have the Wraiths, but they only move 1 inch. Obviously here we'll be declaring an assault against this dude. Do you want to roll your leadership test now?
I do, yeah. Let's see if he goes away.
Leadership.
He
Oh, he
just
does!
failed.
Did he fall back 3d6?
He falls back 3d6.
Oh,
And I've just
kill himself,
measured
kill
it, John.
himself,
He's
kill
10
himself.
inches from the board edge.
Right, we need more than a 10. More than 10, more than 10, more than 10.
Oh,
he's good.
He's just,
6
that's about
inches.
as good as I could have got.
He's all right there. I'm not going to be able to make that charge in that case. So those Praetorians, they just stay there. That's all good. At least he's... Oh, yeah. That's not too bad. That's a pretty good outcome. And then the Praetorians over here have just run as well because they didn't get to shoot against the Assassin. Just towards that objective. In case Dave pulls it, I want to be sort of nearby it to deny it for him for a turn. We'll get over to this assault up here. We'll just summarise it. So we're just resolving this combat here. Unfortunately, they didn't manage to do any wounds to the Tomb Blades. My Tomb Blades, however, managed to kill one of them despite the 3+ armor save, the fact I only had 2 attacks and the feel no pain on the 5+. Obviously then, they've lost the model. They need to roll a leadership test at -1 modifier. Their leadership 10, so down to 9. Dave managed to roll a 10, which means that they are falling back They'll be falling back 3d6. However, we need to initiative off. I get a 1, yeah, you're away. Yep, so they do break, you fall back 3d6.
Again, low numbers, please, John. They're off. That's
Are they
gone.
14 inches?
Oh, they're definitely off.
No way!
They are 11 inches from the
Oh
board edge.
my god!
So your Tomb Blades have just killed 5 Assault Marines.
That's the second time. If you guys have watched previous battle reports, there's a battle report, Necrons versus Death Guard. It's sort of 30k thing, and we had the same thing. 2 super elite Terminators charging against like 2 or 3 Tomb Blades. Tomb Blades won. They ran away off the board. So it's the second time. Tomb Blades represent. What the hell?
Yeah, boss.
I get to consolidate as well, which I shall do. 6 inches. The dice gods favour John today. That's what happens when you sacrifice kids. Is this my turn, isn't it?
It's, yeah.
In terms of my objectives, I've secured objective 3 just here. And we have behind enemy lines as a result of my warlord in the corner just now. Get me that. Oh, and also the Tomb Blades, but I need 3 to get D3, so 2 victory points. We've rolled for reserves, and we have both squads of Terminators coming in from reserves. Dave did need that, so it's a good thing that's happening. But we do need to roll for Deep Strike, and every time I don't film it, something goes bad, so we're going to film it. So, roll. Deep Strike. Scatter. Hits.
Direct.
Nice. Good. Right. I can't believe this. Every time I'm like, yeah,
just mention how much of an edge that is.
So 1 goes literally just in difficult, which means he has to take a dangerous because he's Deep Striking. 1 for the dangerous, 1 for the for the armor save. I think I should use this as a tactic. I should take this to tournaments, my camera, and just not film anything, and then everything will go wrong for the opponent.
This guy's well and truly
Does he not feel no pain?
Oh, he does. He's got 6 up, feel no pain.
Please
right.
Make the 6 up.
Come on, if it's a 1-to-1 to 6.
Come on.
No.
Oh, no, you've just lost the Terminator to Deep Strike on a little bit of crater. It's sad, but that's how it is. Another Deep Strike. This is the Librarian and his Terminator squad. Just Deep Striking here, rolling to Scatter. Hits, another hit, good. We won't have any dangerous this time, which is nice. Iron Hands, turn 2, we have secure objective 3, psychological warfare and overwhelming firepower. Secure objective 3, it's worth noting, cannot be discarded, and it can be achieved by either general as part of the mission rules. Dave, movement.
Yeah,
talk us through what's happened.
We've seen the deep strikes. Both of those units came in over there on one flank. I can't win this battle over the whole battlefield, so they're going to deny a flank. Yeah. The Assault Marines come forward from behind the containers, and he's going to try and take on those Praetorians on his own.
Fair enough.
Like a boss.
Badass.
Also, this Librarian's come out from behind the building.
Yeah.
He's come forward just to give me a bubble of Librarius Conclave,
yes.
which might assist in coming moments. And then the Rhinos move forward 6 inches. The Combi Plasma squad with 2 Librarians have got out. They're looking at the Wraiths as a tasty target. And the Melter unit have stepped over from behind the wall, and they're also looking at the Wraiths to try and cull down some numbers.
Cool. That's it for movement, yeah?
That's it.
Sweet. Psychic phase. So Winds of the Warp for the Psychic phase. See how many dice we're dealing with. 3
for you. 13.
Psychic powers are incoming. We have a lot of Librarians. This army is built around sort of, if you're within range of 3 units, you get -2 to leadership, correct? Yep. And that stacks with Terrify, and then you can Psychic Shriek. That's one of the main ways this army kills stuff. So, Dave, what are we casting first?
Right, so we haven't got anyone that's really going to be affected by Terrify.
Yeah.
So I don't think we can do it to the Wraith, so we won't go with that. We're just going to start with a Psychic Shriek from this Librarian down here, from the Terminate Librarian. The Praetorians are within 12 inches of 3 units. One there, another one here, and the Plasma Gunner on the edge of the wall line over there.
Cool.
So he's going to throw 3 at Psychic Shriek against the Praetorians.
Sweet. Goes off with 2.
Goes off with 2.
Do I try and dispel it? I am going to try and dispel it. They're less durable than the race. I imagine there's some coming at the race, but 2 6s. Close.
Nearly.
Close, but no. So it goes off.
So it goes off. I'll resolve it now. It's 3d6 against the leadership. The leadership dropped by
10.
2. So
Leadership, when does it drop by 2 because they're within?
Because they're within 3.
Within 3 units, yeah.
Yeah.
So here we go.
So leadership 8 against
6, 7, 8,
1
9.
wound.
So 1 wound. I do get a reanimation. I don't get an armor. I do get reanimation on 4+. Passes.
It's fine.
Next up, what we got?
Librarian on the bike. He's going to shriek behind him on the Praetorians as well, because the first one did nothing.
Sweet.
So
Rolling to see if it goes off.
2. And
No.
it does on 1.
Oh,
so you will charge
one.
1. Yeah, it's horrible.
Nice.
Horrible.
It goes off, so 3d6.
So 3d6 against, again, leadership 8.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, 1. I do
One
get
reanimation.
a reanimation. 4+ passes. We'll
Boss, he's bossed it.
Here's a boss.
And the other 3 guys are all going to shriek against the Wraith unit.
So we have a lot coming in. So there are 3 guys over here. Are they -2?
They are -2 as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are fearless, but because it's against the profile, I guess it's fine. So
First one
yep.
on 3 dice. We do get it on 1.
Put it on 1, yeah.
So 3d6 against leadership 8.
Yeah.
That's
10, 11.
11.
So that's 3. I do get an invulnerable save, however. It ignores armor and cover.
Yeah.
So I get 3+ invulnerable, passing 1, and then I do get my 4+ reanimation on 4s. So 1 takes 1 wound. Also, in case those people are wondering who play a lot of ITC, occasionally we do use ITC rules, for example, for invisibility. However, in this instance, for Psychic Shriek, we're using GWFAQ, which means automatically hits, you don't need to roll to hit. What's up next?
Just realised that the 2 librarians in the same unit can't do the same psychic power, so we'll go
Yes.
Shriek from the Melter unit,
Cool.
which is on their 3 dice.
Sweet, so Shriek from these guys coming in to the Wraiths. So if it goes off,
They get it on 2.
we get on 2, yeah. 3d6 for leadership.
Not enough.
No, not enough. Absolutely fine. We have invisibility on this plasma unit just here. So rolling to
Only on 2 dice,
So
so
it goes
2
off?
successes, which I do not get.
no, so no invisibility this turn.
3 combi melters from the Melter Gun squad are going to be firing at the Wraiths.
Cool. 3 combi melters from this squad firing at the Wraiths. Only 3 are in range. 1 to hit on 3s.
2 hits.
And wounding on 2s. 1
2
wound. Oh, sorry, 2 wounds. 3+ invulnerable save. Passing 1. 4+. Oh, wait. My toughness is 5, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so I still get a 4+ reanimation. No, so 1 Wraith, whichever one's closest, isn't it? So the Wraith
Yeah, so
furthest to the right has taken a
It's
wound.
going to be one of these 2.
If that's close- Okay, we'll put another wound on 1. What's up next?
2 Vengeance, the Strength 5 Stern Guard bolter rounds going to fire into the Wraith as well from the 2 guys that weren't in range of their melters.
Yeah.
So hit on 3s, so 1 hits.
Yep.
And wounding on 4s.
Yeah. 1 wound, 3+ invulnerable save, passes. Stormbolt from the drop pod at the Wraiths.
2 hits.
Yep, wounding on 5s. No
Nothing.
wounds.
We'll do Stormbolter from the Rhino as well while we're here.
Yep, Rhino.
No hits.
Okay. What's up next? I guess it's this squad here.
Yeah, Plasma Gun guys.
Sweet.
So
Shots coming in from these dudes into the Wraiths, rolling to hit.
Plasma Combi Plasma from the Plasma squad.
Mhm.
Hit on 3s.
Ones that gets hot.
Oh,
1,
they
2,
are,
3,
so we've got
4
1, 6,
gets
that's
hot. Oh my god.
Ridiculous. So better roll those now. That's miss.
So saves, 3+.
4, 3+.
Failing just the 1, you get feel no pain,
Feel no pain,
6+.
6 up.
No,
Nope.
so 1 dies, we'll randomly allocate that in a minute. And then the wounds, 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 wounds.
So 4 wounds, 3+ invulnerable, and then 4+ reanimation. So 2, which is the 2 closest. So 2 Wraiths have dropped because they are both on 1 wound. Random allocation, the Sarge is the one who has died.
Yeah.
Twin link bolters into the Wraiths, hitting on 3s, twin link though.
28. 2 hits.
2 hits, wounding on 5s. 1 wound, 1 3+ invulnerable, passes.
Nice.
Is that it for all shooting?
Just the Panzer
of
pistol
course.
from the sergeant down here.
Yeah, rolling to hit, he'll kill himself,
Probably
I
gonna stuff
guarantee.
himself. Yeah,
Definitely
definitely.
gonna kill himself.
No, he hits.
And
Good.
2's the wound.
2's the wound. And does it.
4+ reanimation. No, 1 Praetorian dies. We have an assault here. Obviously, I get Overwatch. Strength 5, AP2. We need one of these to hit to kill the guy as he charges in. 6s.
Oh,
2
you got
6s.
2.
Oh.
It's all over.
3s to kill. Yeah, he's dead. Oh no, he does get
6
feel no
up,
pain.
feel no
6 up,
pain.
feel no pain. Yeah,
This
yeah,
could
yeah.
change the world, John.
It is. Ah, no, alas, he has died as he charges in bravely, trying to... I'm not very good at narrative shit. I was trying to be like...
He was trying to kill some stuff, right?
He tries to kill some shit. Yeah, there you go, boom. So that's the end of Iron Hand's turn 2. We definitely need the Terminators in. The only problem is, because they come in, you do want to run these, by the way.
That's a very good point.
Hint, hint. Do you want to roll?
Yeah.
Roll to run. 3 inches, which is enough. Basically, you can test objective 3 as opposed to take it. Because you can't take it because I'm still holding it as well. They're not objective skewed, are they?
No.
No. Do you want to run the other ones? Might as well.
Yeah. They can go to
6 inches, nice. So we needed the Terminators in, definitely, because you need to start doing stuff. However, they have to sit there for a turn because they're all assault ones. So it gives me a turn to sort of manoeuvre around where I want to be. Terminators do tend to be quite slow, so I could just play it that I ignore them and just go elsewhere. But yeah, we'll get over to Necron turn 3. So in terms of objectives, we haven't actually secured any, really. Secured objective 3, psychological warfare. Warfare is failing a morale, putting off fear test, therefore the psychic shrieks don't count towards that. And everyone with firepower, alas, whole unit was not destroyed, so next turn for the Necrons. Okay, Necron turn 3, we have secure objective 1, objective 5, again can't be discarded and can be achieved by either person at the end of their turn, and Age of the Machine. Both of my night sides have come on. I'll quickly walk through my movement. So night sides coming on, keeping the warriors inside. They're just going to be trying to destroy the Rhino over there to give me Age of the Machine. I've decided to leave the Terminators. I have a lot more movement than the Terminators do. Terminators only moving 6 inches. I can move 12 inches. So instead of me going into a combat I know I'm going to lose with the Scarabs or the Praetorians, I'm just going to leave them. I'm going to sacrifice objective 3. I'm quite far ahead in objectives, so like they can have that. But that's essentially what I'm doing. The Scarabs are going after the Librarian just there. There's enough attacks, they can probably do something. Praetorians moving over to target these Marines. Wraiths moving to target these Marines. And as per my cards, Tomb Blades over there have moved and turbo boosted onto 5. The Warlord has moved up onto the Skyship landing pad. I moved him there and he immobilized himself, so he's lost a whole point and he is now immobilized, but he is holding objective 1 and is giving me line breaker, so I'm fine with him just sitting there for the rest of the game. Praetorians here moving up to get stuck into the action, and the Treyarch Stalker just here again moving round to get stuck into the action. Stalker is nominating this squad here as his target for that formation, so all units from that formation reroll to hit and to wound against those Marines just there. Shooting, I don't think it's for assault as well. First up, the 2 night sides, I'll do them one at a time though, are shooting at the Rhino just there. So, Tesla Destructor, strength 7, hitting on 3, 6s cause an additional 2 hits. So, 1 misses, however I do get an additional 2 hits. I need to check if it's twinning. And re-rolling that one because it's also, oh, sorry, it's out, it is a 6, but it's out, so we don't count it. Re-rolling for twin links, yeah. So we have all those hits. Strength 7, armor is 11, correct?
Yep.
So, yeah. 1, 2, 3 glance.
3 pens.
3 pens, sorry. So, 3, you get a 4 plus. Sorry, 5 plus. Because it's going through my unit, basically. 1 passes, so 2 pens. On the pen table, we have a 6, so it's immobilized, and a 5, so it's weapon destroyed, which will be the Stormbolter.
Stormbolter's gone.
Cool, and now the next one is going to be firing as well. So, rolling to hit on 3s. With an additional 2, and again 3s to glance, any more to pen. So we have
4 to glance, 5 to pen.
Sorry, 4 to glance, 5 to pen.
Which order do you want to do those in?
Do the glance first.
Oh.
Nope, so it's a wreck. So that has given me Age of the Machine for that one. 5 shots from the Praetorians here into the Marines just here. We are hitting on 3s, but we are re-rolling as they are the target of that formation's rules. Rerolling, yeah, and then 2s, you'll be getting a 4 plus cover save because the closest one is behind cover just there. So, sorry, 3s, but rerolling. Yep, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds, but you get a 4 plus cover save and then 6 plus feel no pain.
We're doing 1 at a time then.
Yeah.
So 4 up.
Yep.
Yep, 4 up.
No, 6 plus.
Feel no pain.
Yes.
So that's 2 done.
Yeah, 2 more.
Another cover save.
2 more. Cover save, nice one.
No, 6
6
plus.
plus.
No pain. No.
So one
guy
dies. Traffic Stalker here, shooting at that squad with his melter, 24-inch range just in. So rolling to hit on 3s. 1 hits, 2s, no. Warlord is shooting his Gorse cannon at that squad just there. So rolling to hit on 3s, I believe. Is it twin linked? I don't think it is twin linked.
Probably twin linked, yeah.
Double check. Apologies, he's ballistic skill 5, so that 2 would have hit. And then wounding on 3s, but it's AP 3. 1 wound. Do we have any line of sight blocking from him?
No, I think he's in just a 6 up, feel no pain then.
Cool, 6 up for no pain.
Nope.
No, another one dies. Right, and I've got a little bit of shooting, but we're going to skip it. So the Immortals could probably shoot down at those guys there, and the Treyarch Praetorians here could probably shoot and kill maybe 1, but we'll skip those and we'll get over to the assault phase. So the Wraiths here are going to charge just in front of them. The Praetorians here are going to charge just in front of them. And the Scarabases here are going to charge the Librarian. Additionally, I've run the Spider a little bit forward, and I've also run the Praetorians here a little bit forward. So the Wraith unit Overwatch, here we go.
So you've got 6, these are poison rounds if they got wounds, haven't they? So yeah.
Hitting on 4, winning on 4.
Hitting on 6 is winning on 2s, no, yeah, poison 4 up, sorry, yeah. And the white die is the melter gun.
Cool, hitting on 6s.
Nada.
See if I'm in, I can't fail, but yep, they're in. Next up, the ones against the Praetorians just here.
Yeah, so we'll do the same there with them. All of their it's all the combis left, so they can only fire the poison rounds. So 1, 2, 3. It's got 2 hits.
2 hits, nice.
Winning on 4s.
Yeah.
No wounds.
No wounds.
And then we've got a flamer from the
D3.
D3 from the Librarian, which is 3.
Yep.
And then their toughness 5, so 5's to wound.
Yeah. 1 wound. 3 plus. Passes.
And then the plasma pistol from the other Librarian.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Right. See if I get in. This is -2 because there is some terrain in between. So -2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm not going to make that.
No. That's 3-inch charge.
Yeah, no. And finally, the Scarabs here are going to charge against that bike. So you have a bolt gun, bolter. 6s, twin linked. Nope. See if I'm in. Again, I can't fail. Yeah, they're in. Combat over here. The Wraiths managed to kill 2 of the Marines from that squad. Marines didn't manage to kill any Wraiths. I took 1 wound off the Librarian. Librarian, unfortunately, no wounds off the Scarabs. And obviously there was no combat here. In terms of our objectives, I have managed to secure Objective 1, Objective 5, and Age of the Machine. Boom, boom, boom. That is the end of Necron turn 3. We shall get over to Iron Hands turn 3. Turn 3 for Iron Hands, secure Objective 3, Psychological Warfare and Overwhelming Firepower. Dave, talk us through the movement. What's going on?
Movement, the Terminators with the Librarian have just edged forward, stays within range of Objective 3. It's my only objective that I've got potential of scoring really this turn. I might get Overwhelming Firepower. The other Terminators are pushed up to try and get within charge range of the rear of the Praetorians. Everyone else pretty much locked apart from the Plasma guys down here, no Plasma left. They've stayed where they are, but the Librarian, the second Librarian for that unit, has detached off so that he can also shriek and he can fire separately from the unit.
Which is good thinking. Very good thinking. So, in terms of our psychic phase, we rolled for Winds of the Warp and we got 1 dice, so we're now going to start casting spells and magics. That's what we got going on, man. So, Terrify from the Librarian here into Praetorians. See if it goes off.
Throw it on 3. He gets it on 1.
Cool.
It's only a walk charge 1. Try and deny that with your 1 dice.
I got 1 dice, so yeah, this is probably the best chance. 6 or 4. So yeah, it goes off. -2 leadership on now, leadership 8.
Same Librarian is going to try and cast Psychic Shriek, but they're actually leadership 6 because they're within range of 3 units.
Yes.
So Psychic Shriek on 2, it goes off on 1.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's 3d6 against leadership 6.
Yeah.
So that's 3 wounds.
3 wounds. I do get reanimation. I don't get any other saves, but reanimation is still there on a 4+. 1, 2, 1 dies. So we've lost a Praetorian in that squad. Next up,
The other librarian over here, he's going to also cast Psychic Shriek against that unit.
Yeah.
And he gets it on 2.
Nice. 3d6 for leadership against
Leadership
6.
6. That's much better.
Whoa, how many have we got?
So
that is a total of 7 wounds. 4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The squad is gone. There we have it. Praetorians down. We have force from the guy in combat over there.
So librarian with the wraiths, he's forced up.
Yeah, and then we have force. Is it here? Yeah.
Yeah, with the scarab bases.
Best way to chew through scarabs.
And gets it as well on 1.
Nice. So shooting. We only have this squad here, don't we?
Yeah, they're the only ones left that can shoot. So these guys are going to fire into the spider with their poisoned rounds.
Yeah, rolling to hit.
So it'll be, they're going to rapid fire, so it'll be 6 shots, hitting on 3s. That's 4 hits.
And then winning on 4s.
One
wound. I get 3 plus armor save, yeah?
Yep.
Fine.
Which he makes.
All good.
And we'll fire the commi bolter from the librarian with the flamer.
Yeah.
He fired the spider as well. 2 hits.
Yeah.
And it's an bolter, so no wounds.
Cool. We'll get over to the assault phase. Do you have any more assaults to declare?
I'm gonna charge the Terminators here into the scarabs as well.
Cool. See if they're in.
4 inches.
Yeah,
That will
they're
do
in. They're in.
closest guy.
He's got no guns, so you don't lose anything by rolling it.
Yeah, he's 9-inch charge, so I'm going to charge that librarian as well.
Cool. See if we can make a 9-inch charge. He's got force up as well, which is nice. Actually, does he have force?
He doesn't have force up. No, but he doesn't make the
He
charge.
doesn't make the charge anyway. That's it for charges. We'll get into those assaults and we'll summarise them shortly. Okay, for combats. Combat here, my scarabs managed to kill the librarian. So the librarian hit, he killed a few bases, and then we had the claws hit. And then I managed to hit and kill the librarian, then the thunderhammers obviously just obliterated the scarabs, and they consolidated 5 inches towards the spider. Over here, Wraiths managed to kill 2 models in that squad over there. And that was it for combat. In terms of objectives, we have secured objective 3. As a result of the mission points, we've decided to call it now. We're going to have a bit of a debrief, discuss what's gone on, what could have gone differently. So yeah, we'll get over to that now. Hey guys, that's it. We've totted up the scores. It was 13 to the Necrons
13.
and only 2, unfortunately, to the Iron Hands. Before the game, I was trying to make sure it was as evenly balanced as possible. It was either I was taking my Necrons or my Raven Wing, and I thought the Raven Wing would be far more rolly over because of the amount of plasma and AP3 they've got. So we went with Necrons instead. But it was pretty devastating.
Yeah.
It was pretty devastating. The cards at the start, so when I got Domination, first turn, 6 VPs off the bat, puts you immediately masses ahead. If I hadn't gotten that, there could have been a very slim chance that I would be on, how many would I be on instead? I'd be on, forgetting Domination, I'd be on 5? I'd be on 5 and you'd be on 2, so it'd be a lot closer and there would be a chance of you catching up. Potentially, if I got shit cards, you got good cards, maybe. However, because I've got that, I'm so far ahead, it's almost impossible for Dave to catch up with what he's got left and the manoeuvrability, right? Now, doing things differently. So to begin with, I thought it was going to go a lot the other way. I thought you were going to kill a lot more stuff, especially when Dave mentioned Psychic Shriek and all the shenanigans he could get with that. And when that did start to come into play later on, like in that last turn with the Praetorians, it was effective at killing them. I do think that you shouldn't have worried about the Wraiths. You sort of used a few Psychic Shrieks, like 2 or 3 maybe on the Wraiths. And if you had the ability to or could move elsewhere, I would have put them elsewhere. Because the Wraiths, because they got the Invulnerable, which other units don't have, and the 4+, and 2 wounds each, it takes a bit longer. And as you saw, the Wraiths don't chew through units, they tarp at them.
No, I thought they'd be much worse than that.
On paper, it looks like that's going to chew through a unit a turn. But in reality, because it's rending as opposed to just AP3 or AP2, they don't just rip through units. They tend to take a lot of time. So you can, and I'd advise if you're playing against Necrons, don't focus on the Wraiths so much. Everyone goes, oh my god, the Wraiths. And that's fine, they are scary, they're very scary, that's what they're there for, but they're also there to soak up firepower. So don't shoot at them too much. You can shoot other stuff
Shoot
and
the
take
Praetorians.
out. Shoot the Praetorians, because Praetorians do die quite easily. If you're going to shoot that formation, shoot the Spider first, because the Spider will take out your reanimation protocol saves. So it becomes a 3+ instead of 3+, 4+. But yeah, that could have done. In terms of the deep striking stuff, now because I was going first, do you reckon you would change your mind and gone first instead?
I wanted to see where you were going to go, so
Yeah.
I want to see how you're going to deploy, and hopefully, if I'd have seized on the first turn, that Calidus could have done a lot of damage.
Could have done.
So
yeah.
sadly, the assassins got melted quite early on.
Yeah.
I think I'd still like to have gone first and kind of open the board up and move forward a bit.
Yeah.
So I think I'd stick with that decision. It's just sadly my deep strike didn't go exactly how I wanted them to.
No, it didn't. It didn't. You would have taken out the Warlord if you'd deep struck where you needed to.
Lost 11 inches on the first drop pod, which is
crazy.
So.
I was thinking when we were playing it towards the end, because obviously the Terminators come down, right, turn 2, and then they sit there for a turn because they're assault Terminators, they can just run, they can't do any damage. So you've wasted 2 turns, not you personally, but as a unit,
it was me.
as a unit they've wasted 2 turns just doing nothing, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if you had them on the board turn 1, admittedly you don't get the deep strikes, you can't put them anywhere on the board, but they're a deterrent, they're like my Wraiths. I don't want to go near them, I want to avoid them. So if you put them smack bang in amongst everything else, for me to come and get you, I've got to push my Wraiths forward and attack something, right?
Yeah.
Which means if I come towards you, you've got a counter-attack with the Terminators. So personally, I think if you would have put the Terminators on the board turn 1, you would have gotten more movement out of them. I mean, spread them a little bit, but you could have moved with them. And they could have probably gotten into combat by turn 2 or 3 instead of...
Probably could have stopped you grabbing the domination objective as well. So
yes.
they might have been able to sit on objective.
Yeah.
No, good advice.
Exactly,
I'm feeling that, John.
Yeah. But yeah, is there anything you changed? What did you do differently? In terms of army list build or deployment or shooting priority, all that sort of stuff?
This list was kind of designed to work around the psychic powers.
Yes.
And when they do work with the Terrify, the having 3 units within 12 inches and getting enough shrieks off, it can do a lot of work.
Yeah.
Sadly, if that doesn't work, you've got hardly any shooting and an assault army that takes a while to get there. Yeah. So really, it's not the best list. It's kind of it was fluffy written for the original style of Deathwatch before they had their own rules. I think, would I change anything? Yeah, the Terminators, I'd start them on the table. I'm used to playing Grey Knights, they've got a bit more manoeuvrability in their army. These guys don't, they're just slow. So
that's always the thing whenever we play Maelstrom, or if you play any mission type really, movement's key. And you'll see, if you watch the last battle report, Farsight Enclaves, or 2 battle reports ago, Farsight Enclaves versus Ultramarines, same sort of thing happened. Darren had a load of Terminators and he put them on one side of the board, and I think they fired a total of like 4 shots the whole game, so he had 200 points in a squad that never did anything. And that's the key thing, you've got to make sure your points are actually earning their value by contributing constantly, and if they're not, you start to lose your effectiveness of your whole army, which is why armies like Tau and Eldar are so powerful, because their range is great. So regardless of where they are, they're constantly shooting you, so they're getting the full power of their army constantly firing with Marines and Terminators like that. It takes a while. So yeah, that's pretty much that. But hopefully we will have you back very soon.
Yeah, with a proper Deathwatch army next time, John.
Proper Deathwatch, and we'll change the list. If you want to see a matchup, so let us know. You obviously, if you watch these, you know what armies are on the channel. Suggest a good matchup and we'll sort that out. So that'd be fantastic. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, share it with people as well. We want people to see this. We have plenty of other battle reports you can check out. We also have videos such as the Ultimate Cheese video, Wraith Knight. You've probably hopefully seen that. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's good.
Good video.
It is brilliant. We do tactica videos, all that stuff. So subscribing means you get that for free, and it takes us ages to make it. So please, thank you. We also have a Patreon page, which you can check out below. It means you can give a little bit of money back. So if you want to see more scenery, I know we have to use the same boards over and over again. Hobby takes time, so if you give us a bit of money, it allows us and helps us to do that and expand the channel for you guys. And finally, we're sponsored by War Games, so head over to their website, it's linked below. Basically, discount GW miniatures, you can get them cheaper than you could from Games Workshop. That is it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.